The Department of Justice just pulled thousands of Jeffrey Epstein files.
This is a massive cover-up being led by the White House and the DOJ.
Because redaction errors exposed the names, photos, and even banking details of surviving victims.
The Department of Justice says it will not release any more documents from the files of Jeffrey Epstein, sparking bipartisan backlash.
If the federal government can accidentally publish something that sensitive, what does that mean for your private information? And how did this even happen? The government just pulled thousands of Jeffrey Epstein documents after realizing they exposed victims' identities. The Department of Justice had to delete what it had just published. Over 3 million pages of Epstein-related files went live.
And buried inside were survivors' names, photos, and even banking details. Lawyers called it one of the worst violations of victim privacy in U.S. history.
Here's how this happened, and why it matters far beyond this one case. The Epstein case has haunted powerful institutions for years.
We release documents in the interest of transparency.
But transparency and privacy don't always move in the same direction.
Survivors were promised protection. That protection cracked.
The files went live in the morning.
By midday, lawyers spotted unredacted personal information.
This was due to technical or human error.
The files were pulled the same day. A court hearing was canceled.
Nearly 100 survivors were affected.
When victims speak up, confidentiality isn't optional. It's foundational. Exposure can mean harassment. It can mean financial fraud. And it erodes trust.
We are reviewing our processes to ensure this never happens again.
Lawmakers are calling for oversight hearings.
We want accountability, not just apologies.
Could victims sue the government, or does immunity protect it? That legal battle could set precedent for future data breaches. Experts say this shows a failure of privacy by design systems.
Transparency remains essential to public trust.
But protection of survivors must come first.
This is the tension. Public right to know versus private safety. When mistakes happen at this level, trust fractures. It affects survivors and their families. It pressures journalists handling sensitive documents. It raises hard questions about digital safeguards.
We are committed to reviewing redaction protocols.
For survivors, this can't happen again.
The challenge now is balancing openness with protection. So what happens next? Congress may tighten rules around how sensitive files are released.
Survivors deserve safety while the system fixes itself.
Our responsibility is to restore confidence.
In the end, justice isn't just about revealing truth. It's about protecting the people behind it.